Welcome back to another installment of Dark Knight's Death Metal. Now, our last installment, the Trinity, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, were saved by Lex Luthor. Now, Lex Luthor told them what was going on. The Darkest Knight, who used to be the Batman who laughs, is super powerful now, and he's fighting out against the god, Perpetua. So these two gods are in this big battle, throwing worlds at each other and destroying the multiverse, right? Now, what's also going on is the heroes that came up with this plan. Lex gave Wonder Woman this journal to pretty much transport to the Forge of Worlds. If she does that, she'll get enough power to almost become like a god and fight off against the Darkest Knight, Perpetua. Save the universe. Now, first thing to do in the plan, though, was destroy the molten core in the earth. So all these heroes went to do that, but that actually got the attention of the Darkest Knight, mid-battle against Perpetua. So the Darkest Knight threw all these dark worlds at Earth 1, Earth Prime, and now all our heroes in the ashes of Earth that is slowly being destroyed stand as an army, as all these evil versions of them come at them. So it's going to be very interesting, a lot of big developments in this issue. So yeah guys, if you're ready, let's dive into Dark Knight's Death Metal, number 6. We see the evil hordes of the Darkest Knights. They've arrived on Earth. Now they're ferocious beings, evil versions of our heroes. And they just stand there, they wait. And you hear a growl, and it's very frightening to our heroes. Now Lex says, "God, I wish I still had my hair. Look at you, fiend." We see Superman, and Superman, he's turning to dark side slowly, and he has his long hair. Now, Superman says, "Everyone get ready. The Batman who laughs, dark armies, they're amassing." Now, Lex says, "Why are they just standing there?" Superman says, "They're trying to intimidate us, show us their numbers." Now, Batman responds to this with, "Fine, let's show them ours." Now we see Batman in the front of this whole army of heroes up against these evil hordes. Now that's when one of the heroes asks, Bats, you do see there are way more of them, right?" Now Jarro says, "So freaking what? We got the powers, the hearts. We're way hotter." Now Batman says, "Clark, the one who laughs, didn't have much time to make these worlds before we destabilized the Earth and cut off his power to create." Now, Superman says, "I was thinking the same thing. Many of those worlds could be empty. This might be his whole army." Now, Batman gets his Black Lantern ring. He says, "Then we leave everything on the field, use every trick in our belts, and up our sleeves until there's nothing left." Now, Batman raises this Batman who laughs from the dead, and he joins them in the fights. Now, that's when Swamp Thing says, "They're getting ready to attack. Look," Harley Quinn says, "You wanna say it, kid?" And that's what Jarro says. "Alright, everyone, charge!" Now, Batman charges with all these heroes against this horde. Now, that's when we go to Wonder Woman in the army of Lobos in the passage to the Forge of Worlds. Now, Diana says, "The Forge should be just ahead." Lobo says, "I don't get it. This place is made of dark matter, ain't it? So where are all the world's hopes and fears and fragging, mushy stuff?" Now, Diana says, "I don't know. Maybe with the universe at war, there's little room for anything beyond the fights." Now, she shines the lights as they go through the darkness. Now, Lobo says, "Damn, in a way, that's even spookier." Now, Diane says, "If there is one fear down here, something everyone is afraid of right now, I'd imagine it's..." Now, Lobo cuts her off and says, "Hold it. Did you hear something?" Now, that's when we see these evil hands of the Darkest Knight. They come out of the shadows. We hear a groar. Now, that's when Lobo says, "Look out!" And that's when they start attacking these evil hands, this darkness. And Lobo says, "What the frag is... bastiges everywhere. What the hell are they?" Now, Diana shouts, It's him! The Batman who laughs. The fear of him taking form." Now, we go in space, and we see the Darkest Knight. He's shot by Perpetua. You hear a boom! And the Darkest Knight says, "Yes, you will pay for that, goddess." So, Perpetua actually hurts the Batman who laughs, the Darkest Knights. Now, Perpetua says, "Don't you see? I am the only thing protecting this multiverse from detection by my kind. I die, and the hands will come here, see what's been done, and they will end us all." Now, Darkest Knight says, "Promise?" Now, that's when we see all the army of heroes are fighting off against these evil hordes. They're doing pretty good, but they're getting overwhelmed. It's a big fight in this big double page spread by Greg Capullo. Now we see Jay Garrick. He runs to the battle, and he says, "Wherever you are, Diana, Godspeed." Now we see Diana and the Lobos fight out against these evil hands. We hear laughter, and Diana says, "Look out." Lobo says, "You look out for that book, the journal. You need to get to the forge." Lex said, he said you gotta build the machine in that book. Connect to everyone so you can juice up and beat that laughing bastard. Now, Diana saves Lobo. She says, "I'm not leaving you here to die." Now, that's what Lobo says as he protects Diana. The main man knew this was a one-way ride. Hoss, look, I've been a bounty hunter a long time, and ain't no better bounty to go out than you kicking that guy's skinny ass. So you just get the book where it needs to be. Make it matter. Now, that's when Diana says, "No, you listen to me, you ugly son of a..." Now, that's when we see these dark hands. They grab the journal, they take it away. Now, that's when Lobo says, "Now, go!" Now, soon Diana says, "Wait, the journal!" She's pulled through the darkness, but she makes it to the Forge of Worlds. Lobo is gone, but Diana made it. Now, Diana says, No, the journal." Now, so we see Darkseid with Mobius, aka the Anti-Monitor, in his hands. He says, "It would have made little difference." Now, Diana says, "Darkseid," and Darkseid says, "The Forge dims by the moments. The creations, the one who laughs, have no real souls. They have no hopes, no fears. They think only of winning. In moments when your friends die, the fires will go dark." Hush, Mobius, it's almost over. Soon it'll be time for sleep. Now, Diana looks at the Forge of Worlds, and she says, "No, there has to be a way to win." Now, that's when we see the Darkest Knight fight out against Perpetua. He says, "Your power is nearly gone, but just for fun, I've saved one last surprise for you. These fragments, do you recognize them? They're parts of the Source Wall, the structure, the hands who imprison you inside for aeons." Now, Perpetua is hit by these fragments of the Source Wall. She says, "No, all I wanted was to involve your kind, to make you strong," and she's cut off, and Darkest Knight says, "I know what you want, but all you gods, you fail to understand us at our most fundamental level. Beings like you see humanity, see our dark instincts, and you try to save us. But the mistake all of you make is thinking that we want to be saved, rather than unleashed. The big secret, the truth, is that in the end, it's you gods who want to be saved from us. So die knowing this. We look at you, all of you, and beg to our better angels, and we laugh. We are Krakoom, and that's where Perpetua is killed. She's taken down by these fragments of the Source Wall. The Darkest Knight laughs. That's when we see back on Earth with all these heroes fight out against these evil hordes. Poison Ivy says to Harley Quinn, "Look at them all running, huh? Also, nice hat, hon." Now, Harley Quinn says, "Right?" Now, so Superman says, "She's right. We've beaten them back for now." Booster Gold says, "That's right. You better run." And then we see Clayface. He says, "This place might be a dump, but it's our dump." Now, Superman says, "Bruce, you alright?" Batman says, "Something doesn't feel right." And Superman says, "You're missing your arm." And Batman says, "It's not that." Now, Jarro says, "I feel it too, Dad. Something's different." Now, it's when Harley Quinn says, "Maybe we just forgot how it feels to win. I mean, it's been a while." Now, Swamp Thing says, "No, Jarro's right. The Earth, it's been shifted." Now, Abigail says, "I feel it too. The one who laughs, he's coming." But as we see, the Darkest Knight shows up with all his hordes. He says, "On the contrary, Abigail, I'm already here. And the time it took you to cheer, I realized the Earth finished creating all my plants, all my armies. Here are my favorite soldiers, though. The ones I've been saving for your last moments. So say hello to your darkest nightmares before they kill you." You see all these evil versions. You see this evil Joker Spectre, this huge Joker Spectre. You see the Robin King with his army of goblins. Now, you also see the original 7 evil Dark Knights: Batman the Merciless, Batman Red Death, Batman the Devastator. It's a lot of nostalgia back to the original Dark Knights Metal events, and you see this Superman that went through this one like black hole when he was coming to Earth. This is origin, guys, that was revealed in the Multiverse Who Laughs issue, that he went through a black hole and he became more powerful, but now he has like this bloodlust. He has to keep killing people to survive. So he's an evil Superman, and he looks really dope. Now, that's when the Darkest Night starts unleashing upon all these heroes. Now, Batman says to Superman, "Clark, I just want you to know that our friendship." Superman says, "I know, brother. I know. Everyone, this is it. Gather your families. Fight alongside them. We go out together." Now, Diana back in the Forger world says, "All matter comes from the Forge. It's metal to connect it to us. If I had built the machine Luthor designed, the machine to make everyone remember all history, I could have united us all and drawn anti-crisis energy into myself. I'd have a chance of fighting the one who laughs, but I didn't look at the design. I don't know what to build." Darkseid says, "Come now, Diana. Humankind does not want the truth. That is, tiny. That one life matters not all in the scope of things. All evil springs from it." Diana sheds a tear. She says, No, you're wrong. It's only when we fear the truth that evil rises. To know that all history and every human life is part of one story is to know that we all matter. That everything we do matters. That truth connects us because it is love. And it binds us together. Binds Great Hera. A machine that forces us to see the truth. She gets her lasso of truth. She says, "I know what to do." She puts the lasso of truth into the Forge of Worlds. We go back to the army of heroes. Batman with his Bat family and all his villains behind him, including the Joker. He says, "One universe." Now, Aquaman with all his villains and his heroes and his family says, "One universe." The Green Lanterns say, "One universe." Now, Superman with all his villains, John Kent, Lois, everyone he knows behind him, says, "Together." Now, that's when Superman goes up to Lois. He says, "Lois, thank you for this life, for our son, for being my true home planet." Now, Lois grabs him and says, "Thank you, Clark, for being the best lead a girl could ask for." Now, we see all these heroes gather behind Superman, but that's when we see this anti-crisis energy come in, and that's when Joker says, "Do you guys feel something funny?" And Nightwing says, "For once, I agree with you, Joker." And we see all these heroes and villains remember their past selves. They remember the truth. That's when we see Diana. She has this lasso wrapped around her. She says, "One truth. I feel it working." And Darkseid, shock and awe, says, "My God." Now, Superman back on Earth says, "I remember it all, Diana." Now, Diana walks down to the battlefield. She says, "One who laughs. You want to fight someone? Here I am." Now we see Diana. She walks out. We saw as fire burst from the ground. We see her with her invisible chainsaw. She's all golden. She's practically a god. She's gonna fight out against the Darkest Knights. We'll see how all this ends next issue. So yeah, guys, that was Dark Knight's Death Metal number 6, the penultimate chapter in this whole storyline, guys. And next issue will bring a finish to this whole year's storyline by Scott Snyder. Now, Scott Snyder did a great job in this issue. The writing's amazing. It's cool seeing all these heroes come together, like Batman and Superman. I really like that moment between Superman and Batman acknowledging each other as brothers. That was really cool. But seeing all of them fight out against these evil hordes, seeing the Robin King, seeing the original evil Batman, seeing that really evil Superman that actually had like an appearance in the Multiverse Who Laughs issue. I really like that Superman. I hope we get like an origin issue of him because he looks really dope. He's really cool. It just sounds super interesting. Now, the Darkest Knight killed Perpetua, took her down, which was expected. But to see him come in and be like, "Hey, who's gonna fight me?" And then Diana used the lasso of truth to put in the Forge of Worlds. And by the way, that whole scene where she's talking to Darkseid, I really like Darkseid and the Anti-Monitor in this event. It's interesting Because guys, remember the Darkseid War. Darkseid versus the Anti-Monitor. But here we got Darkseid holding a baby Mobius. And it's just super intriguing. I like it. And see Diana. She gets the invisible chainsaw. She becomes a god. And she walks out. By the way, the design by Greg Capullo here, that final image, is probably one of the best images I've seen in this entire storyline. But still, it gets me excited for the final issue because Diana is now a god. And this is a Wonder Woman story, guys. Like Dark Knight's Metal was a Batman story, this is a Wonder Woman story. Scott Snyder is giving his take on this character. But seeing her come out and be like, hey, I got you, Darkest Knight, let's go. It's gonna be an epic fight next issue. And guys, the artwork by Greg Capullo, it's just amazing, guys. Like, this whole issue would not work without this artwork. Like, he makes sure to pay attention to detail and make every moment count, alright? And like I said, that final image, the design by Greg Capullo is really good. But yeah, guys, overall, the artwork, the writing is all really good in this issue. It gets me excited for the final issue. And that's why I'm going to get Dark Knight's Death Metal number 6, a 9 out of 10. It's another issue that I definitely recommend, especially if you've been pretty much going through this entire series, this entire storyline that Scott Snyder has created. But yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on this issue down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate from 1 to 10? And give me your theories for the final issue. I'm not going to give theories yet. I'm just going to wait out and get excited for that final issue. When it comes, we'll talk about it, right? So stay tuned for that video next month. But yeah, guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up. New to the channel, make sure to subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Death Metal video. But yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.